Alright guys, it's time for a long-term review and follow-up. This is the associated SC10 race spec. Where to begin? This is a brushless short course truck. And I've done a little bit of work to it. As you can see, it's not the original brushless system. This is out of a much slower car. Reason being is the brushed motor and ESC combo burnt out recently. I don't know if dirt got into it or if it just wore out from usage. I've left messages with Associated's service team. I've left them emails, called them. I can't get an answer out of them for anything to do with a warranty, exchange, replacement, nothing. So they're not even getting a hold of me to tell me to take a hike, which everybody else I've asked, they say that doesn't sound like Associated. But, I'm just going on what my experiences are, and their service is pretty lousy. Also, I've changed out to the Savox servo. I put RPM ball cups on the front. I've also taken some of the weight out of the battery strap here. Other than that, some essential modifications that you're going to want to do. You're going to want a rear sway bar. That's going to do a lot for you. Also, shorten your camber length. That will actually change the way the speed at which the suspension reacts while you're going, and make it a lot less likely to flip and traction roll. The front tires that it comes with are pretty durable. They're not exactly all that grippy, but they are going to last you a little while. The rear tires, you're going to want to replace those if you're running it anywhere other than clay. The only other things I've had to do to this thing, the factory brushless system keeps breaking the roll pins for the rear suspension. So I've upgraded those to a solid steel. I've also changed out to the aluminum hex, the 12mm hex adapters for the hubs, and those work pretty well now. I have played with the shock setup a little bit. I'm still using the factory oil. I think it comes with a silver spring in the front and looks like a green spring in the back. They work pretty well, but the stock handling is just lousy. I mean, I put probably a good 15 to 20 packs through this thing till I finally figured out how to dial it in. Part of that is because I'm a noob. I did have some help from some guys that have been in the hobby for quite a while, and they were a tremendous help, not only with the camber links, but the sway bar setup as well. Also, you're going to want to upgrade this to this DE Racing chassis brace. Word on the street is if you take a hard dive on the front end, you're going to crack your chassis. This is supposed to take care of that problem, and I've wiped out with this thing many times and never had any breakages on the chassis. It's pretty well abused. Like I said, I am a newbie, so it got beat upon pretty regularly. Another essential modification, you're going to want to put the slotted nuts on there. The ones that comes with it factory, like you see here, are just garbage. So what happens is on the rear wheels, they back off, and then the wheel's going to wobbles around and eats up your rim. The way to fix that is to upgrade to these. They are a bit pricey. They're come in a set of 4. You get them for about 15 bucks from J Concepts. They are awesome. You'll never buy another set of rims as long as you have these on there. Other than that, it's all just coming down to preference on how you drive. To sum things up on my long-term review, it's a good truck. It's a lot of fun. I've had a blast with it. I enjoy running it as well as working on it, changing different things, playing with the setup. But word to the wise, you're going to want to make sure you keep an eye on your motor temps as well as your ESC. When mine went out, of course this is just temporary till I get the new one in, but when mine went out, it fried the wires to my LiPo. It overheated the wires to the motor, and smoke started coming from everything. So once you let the smoke out, it doesn't work very well. Just keep an eye on your temps. Maybe get an external fan. The guys at the hobby shop are going to tell you that you don't need one, but they're probably just trying to sell more motors and ESCs. Alright guys, that sums up my review for the chassis part of it. The body that these things come with, just throw this on here. The body is pretty durable, but I did experience some breakage on it. What you're going to want to do, drywall tape and shoe glue. So everywhere there's a hard corner, get after it, man. That's the only way to make these bodies last a long time. And I've had this one for about a year now, and I've beat the living daylights out of it. It's still going. So till next time, we'll have more reviews out for. I'm soon to get a Castle brushless system. I'll let you know how that works out for this truck. Other than that, have a great day, and good luck with your RC adventures.